Real richness is a peaceful mind. He owned 12 houses, 4 luxury cars, a bank account overflowing with wealth, yet every night he tossed and turned, eyes wide open, terrified of losing it all. Then there was another man. He had nothing, just a tiny hut, a clay cup, a torn blanket. But his face, it glowed. Every morning, he smiled at the rising sun. So tell me, who is truly rich? Is it the man locked inside a golden prison, counting every coin with trembling hands? Or the one who sleeps under the stars and wakes up with peace in his chest? Let me ask you again. If you're rich in money, but bankrupt in peace, are you truly living or just surviving? His name was Elliot. He didn't own much. A handmade bowl, a blanket full of patches, a small wooden box, and a peaceful smile that never left his face. He lived in a quiet village, nestled between misty hills, far away from the chaos of the city. Every morning, Elliot would light a stick of incense, whisper a soft prayer, and sip tea from a chipped clay cup. One day, a black car arrived. Out stepped a man in a tailored suit, polished shoes, gold watch, and eyes full of storms. His name was Jonathan, a billionaire, owner of 5 companies, a man who had everything except sleep. He'd seen Elliot once before, sitting alone by the river, smiling at the breeze, watching leaves fall like he had nowhere to be. It haunted him. So Jonathan came back, not for business, not for power, but for an answer. He looked at Elliot and asked, "How are you so calm? So happy? You have nothing?" Elliot paused, sipped his tea, smiled. "I have breath, I have sky, I have time to feel my own heart, and I have nothing to lose." Jonathan couldn't speak. He had built empires, but never built peace. Moved by something he couldn't name, he asked if he could stay. Just a few days. Elliot nodded. And so began 7 quiet days. No phones, no meetings, no screens, only silence, tea, and the sound of leaves falling. Each day, Elliot gave Jonathan a task. Day 1, sweep the garden. Day 2, chop firewood. Day 3, sit in silence for 1 hour. At first, Jonathan trembled. His hands itched for his phone. His mind screamed with urgency. But slowly, something shifted. He began to hear things, the chirp of birds, the sound of his breath, the quiet beating of his heart. On the 7th day, Elliot took him to a small temple on the hill. There, they sat under a Bodhi tree, and Elliot told his truth. "I once had everything, a house, a wife, a child. But my greed destroyed it all. I lost them and nearly lost myself. So I walked away from the world, not because I hated it, but because I needed to find myself, before I became someone I couldn't live with." Jonathan looked down. A single tear fell onto the earth. He whispered, "I've been rich for so long, I forgot what it means to be alive." Elliot placed a hand on his shoulder. "True wealth is not in your wallet. It's in your stillness." What does it mean to be truly rich? Is it numbers in a bank account? Titles on a business card? Is it owning more than the person next door? Or is it something far quieter? The Buddha once said, "The richest man is the one whose mind does not cling." Let that sink in. Not cling, not chase, not fear. Let me ask you, have you ever seen a rich man panic when the stock market dips? Have you ever seen a poor farmer smile while eating rice with his family? So, who is richer? This is the paradox of our time. We've confused abundance with possession. We gather more, but feel emptier. We rush faster, but arrive nowhere. We see more, but understand less. Jonathan had everything, but he had forgotten how to breathe, how to look at the moon, how to be still. When he met Elliot, a man with nothing but peace, he was shaken. Why? Because Elliot had what money could never buy. Peace, presence, freedom from fear. In Buddhist teachings, this is called santuti, contentment. Not the kind of contentment that says, I give up. Number the kind that whispers, right here is enough. Elliot's life is the embodiment of another teaching, dana, or generosity. You see, he gave Jonathan something priceless, not gold, not advice, but space. Space to reflect, to question, to remember what truly matters. In a world obsessed with more, Elliot showed the power of less, and it changed everything. So let me ask you, are you truly living or just collecting? When you buy something new, does it make you peaceful or just distracted? Do you sleep well at night or wrestle with your own thoughts? Have you ever looked at someone with less and felt a strange kind of envy? If yes, then maybe, just maybe, you've tasted the truth, because deep down, we all know real richness is not found in vaults. It's found in the silence between thoughts, the peace of letting go, the joy of enough. It's found when you can. Forgive without expecting, smile without reason, love without possession. Elliot's story is not just a tale, it's a mirror. It's a gentle hand inviting you to pause, to look inward, to ask, what am I clinging to? What am I afraid to lose? What does my soul truly need? And more importantly, what if I already have it? There's a saying in Zen, when you realize nothing is lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Let me say that again. Nothing is lacking. Nothing. Not if you can breathe. Not if you can feel. Not if you can sit still. Jonathan's transformation didn't begin with a teaching. It began with a question. And now, that question is yours. If you had $1 million, but no peace of mind, would you trade it for a single year of deep inner calm? Comment your answer below and tell us, who's the richest person you've ever met and why? So now, close your eyes and ask yourself, what do I truly want from this life? Not the life on social media, not the one others expect, your life, your truth. Do you want more things? Or do you want more peace? Because here's the secret. Every moment you spend chasing what's outside, you lose the chance to meet what's inside. You lose the silence. You lose the stillness. You lose yourself. Elliot never had luxury, but he had luxury of mind. He wasn't rich, but he was never poor. He had enough, and he knew it. And that is the most powerful form of wealth. So maybe today, you don't need to buy anything new. You just need to sit, to breathe, to whisper. Right now, I have enough. Let the world race. Let the world shout. Let the world chase shadows. You, just sit beneath your own Bodhi tree and smile. If this story touched something in you, even something small, then share it. Not for likes, not for views, but for the one soul out there, searching for this moment of stillness. Write in the comments, I choose peace. That is my wealth. Let it be your vow. Let it be your reminder. And if you believe the world needs more stillness, more wisdom, more stories that breathe, then follow this channel. Let's create a space, not just to watch, but to remember what we forgot in the noise. One story at a time, one soul at a time, we return to the truth that real richness is a peaceful mind.